And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all. Peace and blessings. It's yours truly, President Jeff. Got another car chronicle for you. This is what I was thinking about. I was thinking forgiving self. That's the thought. And this finna go deep. Look, check this out. Forgiving self, though. Forgiving self. I'm gonna use me as a personal example like always. Forgiving self, man. Listen, we go through divorces. You know what I mean? We go through failures. We go through the toiling of thought on making bad decisions. We beat ourselves up for not going with the red flags. Sometimes our soul ain't at ease for not doing what we really want to do. Whether it be career or via whatever endeavor you have passion for. Sometimes we got to forgive ourselves for things we did, for things we thought, for things we wish we could do, and or have the guts. We got to forgive ourselves for them bad thoughts. We got to forgive ourselves for having secrets we gonna die with. Because forgiving self is the first stage of having peace within self. There's nobody perfect. Nobody's perfect. We are supposed to be striving for perfection. It's not impossible. It might be improbable, but it's not impossible. Forgiving self is how you triumph over self. Because, man, we be letting agony and regret and dismay keep us from our full potential. I know I do. Example. I'm trying to live a healthier life, so drinking, I call myself done with. And sometimes I go take a shot or two. And man, that's something I need to forgive myself for so I can get fully over that problem. Because the conscience will eat at you when you do anything that's unhealthy for you and whatever it is, whether it's family, you directly, anything that's attached or surrounded by you, conscience gonna come through. It do for me. We gotta forgive ourselves for the climate we was raised in, because sometimes we think that was our fault. We gotta forgive ourselves for not putting all effort into whatever we gonna do. I gotta forgive myself for not being more disciplined. You know what I mean? I told myself today, everything is being took serious, especially finance. I gotta forgive myself because I know I can be farther than where I'm at financially, for sure. We all can be farther than where we is. Forgive yourself if you don't think you don't supposed to be farther than you is. Forgive yourself if you think you are not capable of being farther than you is. Forgive yourself for feeling bad, for trying to strive for perfection. Forgive yourself for being around others with unlike energy. That's what we have to do, people. Once we start forgiving self, we want to put ourselves back in that same bag of agony. You hear me? And we love Louis. That agony and that toil and that dismay is in Louis. You hear me? Michael Kors, all that. We'll strap agony around our waist because we ain't forgave ourselves. You know what I mean? Subconsciously, we punish ourselves, G, putting that liquor in our body, G. Some people pop pills. Whatever is a hindrance in your life that you do, G, it's a poison. It don't necessarily have to be a drug. But for real, though, I'm in the process of forgiving myself. We got to forgive ourselves for trusting people, for thinking that people gon' reciprocate what he or she already has given out. We got to forgive ourselves for doing things and wanting something back. Come on, man. We got to forgive ourselves for doing certain favors. You know what I mean? We do favors for people and then put us in the bind, Joe. Us men, we have to especially forgive ourselves, man, for dealing with certain women, Joe. That'll chew you up and spit you out when it's gone. We got to forgive ourselves for that, so we won't keep doing it. Women, you all got to forgive yourself for keep messing with the bum. The dressed up bum. And he chew you up and spit you out. We have to forgive ourselves for this. Dealing with situations that we know gonna take rather than give. This is real. This goes so deep. Sometimes a car break down, a flat. People be acting like it ain't even. No, we be knowing about our stuff. Gotta forgive yourself. Don't blame yourself. Forgive yourself. Should have put a tire on. You hear me? Or it should have been more, you know what I mean, coherent to the vessel. Sometimes we got to be more coherent to this vessel. We got to forgive ourselves for not replacing bad habits with good habits. Matter of fact, we have to forgive ourselves for even learning we have to forgive ourselves for even learning having to forgive ourselves. Why has that never been a thought? Why ain't that the first stage of mental health? People will forgive us before we forgive ourselves. You know why? Because we know better. Got to be more thoughtful. Got to be more conscious in the moment. In whatever hour. For real. But that's the thought. Forgiving self. Think about that. Think about that. Yours truly, President Jeff.